Hello, and good morning, everyone. Thank you very much for tuning on Sunday morning. We are here for you, and thank you for being here for us. So, if you would like to just let us know where you're watching us from and how are you feeling today, put this in the comments. But yes, please do it. Join us. Share the love. And welcome to Entrepreneurial Elevation, the podcast where ambition meets inner peace. I'm Greg Peace, joined by my fellow explorer in entrepreneurial excellence, James Wyatt.
Good
James.
morning, Greg. Good morning, everyone. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. And today's episode is one that is close to my heart. And the question is, are you a happy entrepreneur? And what I mean by that is, are you enjoying your work, your business, or is it a grind? So today's show is how we're going to show you to unlock the secrets to turn grind into joy.
Absolutely. And today we will share with you the three key to your success. And this will be three golden nuggets. First of all, we will dive into discovering your unique ability. It's about finding the magic spark within you that set you apart. Imagine leveraging on your own uniqueness, to craft this success.
Absolutely. I mean, you're spot on there, Greg. Unique ability is absolutely critical first. And I think the second thing is that, running a business means that we need to know the right people. We need to have the right people in the right role. And we can use something called wealth dynamics to check out if our staff are doing the things that they enjoy.
Absolutely. This is a crazy vast subject. We're going to cover that today. And also, we can't forget about the leveraging on your time. This is, unravel the who, not how concept. There's a great book out there by Benjamin Hardy, but we're gonna get to it. It's a concept: transform how you approach efficiency and productivity. And it's not just about doing more; it's about doing it smarter.
Yeah, absolutely right. So whether you're in the office, whether you're on a morning run or park run like I was yesterday, I want you to come and join us. And we're going to show you how to elevate your business and give you a new approach to an entrepreneurial lifestyle. So stay tuned.
And get ready to blend in of a practical strategies and soulful wisdom, all tailored to the ambitious entrepreneur. It's time to elevate your mindset and master your business.
So true. So tune in today, transform your entrepreneurial experience into one of joy, growth, and mastery. This is the entrepreneurial elevation where your journey to happiness begins.
So thank you. And we've got, so are you, the title of today's podcast is, are you a happy entrepreneur? Well, are you? Please. Yeah, thank you very much, guys, for welcome. Hello, Evelina Isusko. How you doing, man? Thanks for your comments. We got some lovely friends of us supporting us. Thank you so much. And Evelina from Oxfordshire. Thank you, Evelina. I'm in Bristol. James, where are you?
I'm in Darlington in the northeast.
Darlington, northeast. I need to come to you, and we need to try. We need to do some of that hiking. But let's get back to today's episode. And are you a happy entrepreneur? And as we mentioned, we're going to discover your unique ability. And Tash is from Kent. Good morning, Tash. Thank you for joining and supporting us today. So, discovering your unique ability. James, could you help me? And if we do a role play for this, just try to keep this really relevant and so 12 years ago, I was working in a corporate world, and let's just keep keep this relevant on me. So, James, I'm stuck. I've got this job, and I need to do this job, but I absolutely hate it. It's driving up and down the country, meetings. I was dreading weekends. Everyone loves weekends because we're off. Actually, I was dreading my weekends because I was dreading what's going to happen on Monday, and on Friday, all the meetings just before we finished the week, it was just non-stop stress. And Sunday, I was just thinking, how many messages am I going to get? How many staff is going to be off sick, this time round? So James, help me to do the role play. And how do I see my unique ability? What it is? How do I do this for someone who's stuck?
Absolutely. I mean, yeah, it's a typical, phone goes off, alarm goes off, straight into anxiety. It's not healthy. It really isn't healthy. So when we talk about our unique ability, we're talking about something that we love and we would jump out of bed to do. So, and a good analogy for that, Greg, is our hobbies. We don't do hobbies that we dread to do. We do hobbies that we enjoy doing. Unfortunately, hobbies don't put food in the fridge or pay the mortgage. So we get stuck in this wheel of having to do what we're not really enjoying, and it isn't really our unique ability. So our unique ability for me is something you enjoy doing from your heart, not having to do from your head.
So you would so firstly, to help me, for example, for this scenario, is
Yeah.
finding what I truly love. Is that right?
Absolutely. And we really need to start with your environment. So I want you to
Mm.
park your job to one side, your business to one side at the minute. It's about your environment, how you wake up, what you do first thing in the morning. We want to get you happy now. We don't want you to have to think, oh, if I change my job, I'll be happier. We want to try and get you happier now. And that's where the soulfulness comes in. So start of the day is really important, Greg. We don't want you getting up with anxiety. We want you opening your eyes with a sense of anticipation, another day ahead. So that's where I would start.
Well, James, I was really struggling. So going back 12 years, I was really struggling because I would wake up and immediately, copy, where am I going? Check emails. Oh God, I was like, the emails were controlling my life.
Yeah.
Because there was so many people and a hierarchy. Everyone would email, and you would get, oh God, every morning the inbox. You could never clear inbox, and if you know what I'm on about and you can
Yeah.
relate to it, cleaning your inbox, just leave the comments, please, because I know what the pain of clearing your inbox actually is. So, James, the fact of getting up and the environment, it's crazy because it's app, coffee, emails, and I was like,
Mm,
you got those important emails you need to get back to, and then the time is just flying, and
yeah.
then you have to leave, and I leave, and then there's traffic, and then there's an additional stress. I haven't got back with the report. There's the quarterly review that we have to do. There's a performance review with all the teams, with all the groups, and you just everything's in your head, and
Yeah.
that's how I started my days.
Yeah.
Chaos, anything. I
Absolutely.
thought I've got control, but no, the life was controlling me.
I mean, tell us in the comments below, is this how you have to start your day? Is it like the alarm clock? Is it kids jumping on the bed? Is it straight to anxiety? Or do you start your day with gratitude? Do you start your day with meditation? Do you start your day in the way that your heart wants to start the day? Tell us in the comments below, because it's quite rare for people to start their day like this. And I wanted to just go back to, we can control our environment, Greg. We
Yeah.
can set our alarm clocks a little bit earlier, maybe an hour before we need to. It just takes, it just depends what your priorities are. I mean, if it's a number one priority to have more well-being in your life, to be more soulful, to have more synergy with yourself, with your heart, then
Hmm.
you'll make it a priority. So set the alarm, get up and get you some time, give you some time. So as I say, straight into gratitude, your eyes are open. If you can, I know it's not easy, especially if you live in a block of flats, but get
Yeah.
outside, bare feet on the ground, breathe some fresh air in, and be grateful to be alive. You've been given another
Mm.
day, another opportunity to meet new people, to grow as a person. But this is all, when we talk about soulful synergies, this is where we're synergizing with our heart, with our emotions, with our feelings. So there's no thought of business, there's no thought of going for a job. There is just me, the Mother Earth, nature, my heart, my feeling of gratitude.
Yeah.
That is the beginning of the right environment. What
And
do you think?
James, I believe is for the people who know James as well as me, and anyone who knows James, please let me know if you agree with me. James is the high state of energy person. God is even there. And for James, this spiritualism and all of that aspect is normal, standard. But going 12 years back, I was not thinking about the meditation, taking time, like allowing. This is it, allowing myself to take 20
Mm.
minutes before the day starts. So, like James said, wake up early. So that's subject one, tip one. Wake up
Mm.
early. Set your
Yeah.
alarm early because the kids school run everything. Go to bed early actually, so you can wake up early.
Go to bed with the kids. I mean, you don't need to stay up and watch
And
news
then
and
yeah,
television.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. Because that's you need a good rest. But then wake up early and allow yourself 20 minutes if you can. Even 10 minutes will make a huge change to start with. But you have to allow yourself because I didn't allow myself to start with. I was like, no, 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 I don't have time. I need to get to those emails. And I
Yeah.
did not allow myself. I didn't understand the concept of allowing yourself. So allow yourself 10, 20 minutes, really sat down. And if you never meditated, or if you never, if you've never done any, self work or working on your personal growth, just sit down, close your eyes. You might not be able to go outside. It's raining, it's dark. I get it. The summer is coming. That may change if you have a garden, but allow
Yes.
yourself for a few minutes, close your eyes and just listen to your breath. Breathe in and breathe out. And if you do that for a minute and the thoughts are coming, that's fine. But allow yourself for as long as you can focus only on your breathing and don't worry about any emails. Just try this. Try it
Mm.
tomorrow. Try it tomorrow before work. It,
Yeah.
it might feel stupid, but actually that might change your life. It changed my life. So I wake up early in the morning, I go out, I go downstairs, and I do close my eyes. Sometimes it's for 10 minutes, sometimes it's 5 minutes, sometimes it's only a couple of minutes. And then I get up, but I feel so much better when I allow myself
Yeah.
to listen to the inner peace. And that's brilliant. You don't need guided meditation. You don't need music. If you want
Yeah.
to, absolutely. You can do
Yeah.
it lying down in the bed. But the moment you allow yourself that time, just when you wake up for you only to connect with
Yeah.
yourself, that's going to change
Yeah.
everything. So,
And I just want to add some very basic gratitude that I do. Gratitude is about you can just give thanks to being alive. Now, whether you believe in God, the creator, the universe, however you believe you're here, you are the spark of something phenomenal, something incredible. So the gratitude to be alive, another day ahead, the anticipation of you having the best day ever, that's your first point of gratitude. And then you can be grateful for the earth, the air, the stars, the universe, your loved ones, your children, your family, your friends. And the last one that I do when you really get into it is you can imagine that you've got roots growing into the earth. So I want you to imagine that you're connecting with the earth. You've got these roots that are growing into the earth, and I want you to imagine that those roots are interconnecting with everybody else, everybody on the planet, 7 billion people. You're all connected with the roots. You've got to realize that we are all connected. We are all brothers and sisters. We
yes,
are
we
not
are.
separate.
But let's get back to the nugget, golden nugget number one is discovering your unique ability. So only when you have the inner peace, you can start working on something that's that you really like. So yeah, connecting with yourself, and by introducing and allowing the peace back into your life, things will clear up in your mind,
Ah,
and
yes.
you don't go meditating about something. You just go meditate to find yourself. And the more peace we will introduce in your life, the more peace you will find.
Yeah.
Is about clarity of mind, is about setting your objectives.
Yeah.
And this is how you are going to discover your unique ability. The subject is very vast, and we wouldn't have time to cover it during this live podcast. But this is something that we will look to cover in an episode going forward. If you would like to come and join, approach us outside of this podcast, feel free to do so, and we will look to help you. But This is a very good comment here from Evelina. Evelina is waking up to 2 year old. Well, 2 year old is waking her up, and followed by 5 and a 9 year old. And as she says, it's typical mom getting, moaning, getting ready for school. And you ask yourself, okay, well, if you're single, it's easy for yourself to meditate and find that time. How do you find the time when you are, busy mom with 3 small kids? That must be impossible. But the impossible starts with you. And if you allow yourself 5 minutes, 5 minutes, because we might have to go downstairs, run to do something, right? And then one kid's wake up, and the second one, there will be a moment where you do you prepare the meal, you do something, and you just have to calm them down to make sure that they know you're there with them. Well, my son is 12, he doesn't need that anymore, but he loves hug when we go, when I take him to bed. But you will, if you allow yourself, there will be a moment when you find those 5 minutes, but those are 5 minutes need to be only for you. And Evelina, I hope you're going to find those 5 minutes, the moment when you allow yourself the time. This is
Yeah.
changing everything,
Yeah.
and I wish you're going to find out for yourself.
Greg,
So
there is
go on.
sorry to interrupt. There is a practical thing that you can do, and everybody can do this, no matter how busy they are. Is you need to
Hmm.
write down two lists. We need to know what am I good at, what do I enjoy doing, what do I want to do more of, and the other list would be what do I want to do less of, what am I not so good at, and be honest with yourself. And it's about understanding what you're good at and what you're not good at, and just that thought process alone, and imagining yourself doing that more of what you love and less of what you don't. That is the beginning of an inner, heartfelt, soulful sort of search. So even when we've got busy kids jumping on the bed, I mean, Jensen he's 1 year old, he's in bed with us, he can wake us up. I get that, but there's still time to just think about what you love doing, and just maybe shutting your eyes for
And
a couple of minutes and feeling in the moment.
we've got this comment from Isusko. Thank you, my brother. You're amazing. And just look at that. Is now now I try to find those 5 minutes when I would normally reach out for the phone, check
Yeah,
emails, check social. So Isusko, you're bang on. How well we each our phone there, you've got this function. You go and see your screen time. And it's surprisingly, when you go and check, what's your weekly screen time on your phone is, and it's actually broken down by apps. You might be shocked how many hours you spend on some
yeah,
social
yeah.
media. So, Cisco, you're bang on exactly. How easy and how much time we spend in front of the device, and actually we could do something for us because social media doesn't do anything for you professionally and personally, as in growing. Not
Mm,
talking about
mm.
growing your business, but it's like for you internally. So Isusko, bang on. I love you, man. We're on
Yeah.
a tight
Great.
clock.
Oh
We're on a
yeah,
tight
yeah.
clock,
I was
and
just going to say,
you know,
you can put your
we can
phone on
just
air.
talk. We can just cover, and go really forward about this. But James, if you could wrap up, because we need to move on to the golden nugget number 2. So James, final words to summarize discovering your unique ability.
Right. So in order to discover your unique ability, you need to understand yourself. You need to have time for you. You need to learn to trust yourself, love yourself, and realize that you're not on this planet to suffer. You're on this planet to have an abundant time. So just understand what makes you feel happy and try and do that for a living.
Absolutely. And we've got the thank you, James. Jacek, thank you so much. Well, this is actually leading us perfectly in time for the golden nugget number 2. It's the right people, right path. It's Benjamin Hardy concept of who, not how. And
Yes.
James, I believe, because me and James, we've been doing these calls, on a regular basis before we decided to go live and do this here with you. And this is tremendous key to your success when you will, when you can use other people for your advantage. And the concept is who, not how. James, would you like to give us a little bit more about your personal experience?
Okay, so the whole concept of who, not how is instead of us getting all anxious and writing down stuff that how do I do this? How do I do that? In business, when you're running a business, you often think it's all about what you need to do. It's your business. You've got to be completely in the business, working out how to do stuff. But actually, it's about finding who can do it for you, who can do that, who can do this. So the who, not how in business is all about letting go, Greg. And it's very difficult for entrepreneurs to let go because they think that, oh, if I'm not here, then it'll all fall apart. So that's the first thing. So it's about understanding that there are people out there that are going to have the skills and the passion to do the job that, you know, better than you can do. So when we talk about who, not how, it's about delegating that job that you think you've got to do. How do I do this? And we delegate to people that have got a better skill set in that particular area than you.
James, I just realized that although the subject is, you know, the second wealth, you know, the second golden nugget is the, you know, the right people, right path. It's about the wealth dynamics. And we started talking about the who, not how. And actually that is relevant to both leveraging your time and the right people. So actually, let's dive into a little bit deeper. So we wanted to cover the wealth dynamics profiling for the right people, for the who's. The who's in your business and who's in your life could be anyone. But let me give you an example. So I've met yesterday with my dear friend Marcin, and he's absolutely motivated guy. His background is an engineering background. He's very intelligent, and you know, he's very inspiring as well. And he's doing everything all by himself. And shout out to him, because I don't know how he finds the time to do everything by himself. And they've got a little girl. And listen, he's just told me that he's doing some like the clerical items, jobs that could be well passed onto like a VA very easily. But he's just busy. He's just, you know, he might be in the flow, he might not be in the flow, but he's just doing all these things. And actually, if we stop and we recognize, why am I doing this? Why do I put myself through recording receipts, putting them on you know, on a drive, or just taking pictures? And because we forget about it, and that's crucial for the business, as simple as your expenses. And so and there's a hundreds of other you know, tasks that we actually getting ourselves busy, and we are the worst people to do that. And leading on to that is, I would like to talk about the wealth dynamics. The wealth dynamics by Roger Hamilton. So James, what do you know? An audience, have you come across wealth dynamics? There's a different types of tests out there. Disc profiling, known to people in corporate world. Okay, sorry people, it looks like my camera just gone, but I'm still here if you can hear me. And very, very unfortunate.
We can hear you. It's fine.
That's fine. I'm going to continue, and we will resolve. So, James, if you would like to take on this subject, and I'll sort out my camera.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine. So what Greg's talking about is wealth dynamics was something that we were both introduced to during our journey in property and business. And what it, I mean, you know, a little bit of background for me. I've bought and sold businesses. I understand the you know, you have to have the right person in the right role. Otherwise, that shows in their day-to-day work. I mean, if someone's not happy with what they're doing, then you really can feel it. And I'll give you an example. You could go through a Costa coffee and the man or female that gives you their coffee, if they're sort of shoving it at you and it's sort of coming out the coffee cup and there's no hello, good morning, or any of those things, no customer centricity, no customer service, then clearly they're not really in the type of job they should be in. So that particular wealth dynamic is tempo. So people that actually like dealing with customers, and they've got this genuine desire to make people feel good, you know, solve their problems. So, and it's quite interesting because there was one time when I was at work, and I had this really big bill come in from the petrol station, and we used like a Shell card, and I was fuming that they'd sent this, you know, big bill. Clearly, it's some sort of mistake. I literally rang up Shell's head office, and the lady that answered the phone was just amazing. She was definitely brilliant at customer service, customer centricity, and she completely calmed me down in like the first sentence. And I just wanted to be really angry, and she was just really, really good. So she clearly was in the right role. And for a big company like Shell, then she most definitely was in the right role. And so that would be an example of someone in the right role. And wealth dynamics covers other areas. You have the four main areas are you have creators, so people that are really good at thinking of great ideas, really, really innovators. I've got this great idea, but they would need their team to implement that idea. So we've got the creators; they're the ones that think of great ideas. Then we've got the blaze, the dynamos, the salespeople, the networkers, the extroverts, people that absolutely love to be in front of camera, being around people. In fact, that's where they get their energy from. So they're really, really good as the salesman. We talked about tempo and customer service. And then we've got the other one that we call the lords. Now, lords are much happier, in a spreadsheet, in an office, sat in front of a computer, very introverted. Leave me alone. Let me get on with my work. I'm very good at the detail. So you've got creators, you've got dynamos, blaze, salesmen, you've got your tempos, and you've got your lords and your spreadsheets. And there are obviously lots of little ones between that. So I would thoroughly recommend you getting your wealth dynamics done, because that will give you more of an understanding whether you are in the job that you feel passionate about and that you enjoy doing. So that's
James.
You do wealth dynamics. Good morning, Greg. Welcome.
I totally agree with you. I'm not sure what happened, but my camera just decided to disappear. I've changed to this second camera and it's still not going. But anyway, we will continue. We will continue as long as you can hear me. That's the most important, aspect of this all. So yes, I would highly encourage anyone who is looking to level up their professional and personal game by going on to the Wealth Dynamics by Roger Hamilton, or disc profiling or frisk profiling. Many tools out there available for you. And this is where, just on the other, just to give you a perspective, an example is, I've got a friend of mine, and she's the Lord in terms of the profiling by Wealth Dynamics. And she absolutely hates taking phone calls and making phone calls because she's dreading it. She doesn't like really interacting with people. But give her a spreadsheet and ask her to do the analysis, ask her to do anything. It will be done within 1 hour. Give me a spreadsheet and analysis, and I'll be like, oh my God, that's just don't. I will find myself 100,000 different things to do, and I will climb the mountain just to avoid doing that spreadsheet. I'll do so many more other things. And I know, James, absolutely, I know you would too. So this is it: is knowing who you work with. And even more, I encourage you, if you go out there and you're going to do your disc profiling and you ask key people in your business to do this as well, you then realize that you might be asking the wrong person in your business to do something for you. Because if for example, let's give another example. In your business, you have someone who's been working with you as a partner. Each one of you has a different profile, and you're now asking your business partner to go and close this meeting, this sales for you. And this is very important for your business. This is crucial to take you to the next level. And that business partner obviously would want to do that for you, but they're the wrong people. But the worst person, because of their profiling, might not be, and they will never feel comfortable doing it, but they're going to do it because its livelihood depends on it. But that's what it is. Simply by understanding who you have in your business, you can really maximize and change everything. So wealth dynamics, it is something that you should look at it if you're really serious about being an entrepreneur and actually becoming happy. Would you agree, James?
Absolutely. And it's something that every entrepreneur can do by, I strongly recommend that all entrepreneurs get to know their staff, get to know the people in their business, take time out to have a 30-minute conversation with them. I'm hoping and assuming that all business owners do that, and that's your time to make sure that your staff are happy. Happy with the job, happy with the hours, happy with how they're treated, and more importantly, happy in the role they're doing. And that doesn't mean to say they're going to be honest with you. It's your job as a boss, as an entrepreneur, to ask the right questions to get those questions. And I think that you could get all of your staff to do their wealth dynamics tests. And this isn't about pigeonholing people, by the way, because as my wife would say, you can be whoever you want to be. But wealth dynamics just gives you an indication of the things that you enjoy doing, you're more drawn towards, and less drawn towards. So it's a case of you having your day full of stuff you enjoy doing. So and I'll give you an example of that. When I had a courier business, when we bought the business early on, there was one particular delivery driver that used to come in, and he would really keep himself to himself. He would get all his parcels ready, put them on the van, never said boo to a goose, went out and did a great day's work, got rid of all the parcels, came back, never really engaged with anybody, never talked to anybody, just did his returns and shot off home. And after a few days, I sort of grabbed hold of him and said, "Hi, I'm James. Nice to meet you. I'm the boss, you are." And it was just sort of quite interesting how you've got to grab some people sometimes and just sort of say hi. So we were having a conversation, and I found out that he actually had a lot more skills than we thought. So, and I'll give you an example. So there was a few problems with who was going to do certain collections and what drivers were in the area. And this guy just knew exactly who to bring in and how to use those resources. And so my point was he was doing a delivery job, and he was great at that, but actually had a skill set in there where he could manage people and get them in the right locations at the right time. So I recognized that. We put him into an operational role, and he was absolutely brilliant at that. So it's a responsibility of a business owner to get to know his staff, get to know what they love and what they don't love. So that's what we do, Greg.
Exactly. Well, I'm back. This is the third camera now. Sorry, there is a little bit of the audio which I will try to fix, but that's taking us on to the third subject. 1 second, let me see if I can change this to hopefully the feed from it. Anyway, let's continue.
Well, the third subject, Greg, is actually what you touched on, because when you said about you've got that spreadsheet to do, and you've spent a couple of hours avoiding it, and maybe doing some other stuff that's maybe you're making lots of teas and coffees for people. I don't know. But my point is, if you look at your day as an amount of time, the bit you didn't want to do, you actually spent a big chunk of your day trying to avoid. And that's the point. You've spent 80% of your day doing stuff you don't want to do. But really what you should recognize is you doing, understanding that if you're doing 20% of your day that you love doing, then really we need to make that into all of your day. So instead of chasing and avoiding the things you don't want to do, you should be delegating that to people that love doing that sort of thing, so you can spend more of your day doing the things you love. So it's a very, very important message there. And that does bring us on to leverage, doesn't it? Leveraging your time and making sure you're doing the things that you love to do.
Absolutely. And James, leveraging your time. So going on this example from my friend, he was putting the seeds by himself. What would you advise him to do?
Well, for leverage, yeah, absolutely. So the first thing is, like we said, understand why you're in business. What are you passionate about? What is it you love? What's going to get you fired up to jump out of bed and can't wait to get to work again? Because if you're full of anxiety, then clearly you're not on that wavelength. So again, it's very simple. Work out why you're in business, what you love about the business, and understanding you need to be doing more of that, because doing what you love is leverage, isn't it? You just do better things. You're more productive. You're more in tune with your business, and you're going to grow your business. So that's what we mean by using leverage, by doing what you love and more of it.
Yes, yes,
So
I agree.
what about
It's
you, Greg? Let's talk about your business in particular. Can you just give us some examples of stuff that you love in your business? What do you love doing?
so in my business, what I love doing is, James, now I leverage other people's time to help me. And
Okay.
I'm sorry for the feed on the audio if you're experiencing the same. Uh, this is live. We are in the middle of all of
It
this
is.
really happening as we go. We have to deal with the technical, marvels of everything that is happening. But anyway, we're not giving up. We're not giving up for you. We're not giving up for ourselves. I love about my business is one of my engineers. I didn't realize he's got this background of uh, uh, Lord, which is going through. Sorry, that audio is killing me. Going through all the. Got it now. Uh, he was the best person to write the reports, analysis about the work that we did,
Yeah.
follow-ups, descriptions, and I never knew until he just did it on one occasion. And he actually asked him if he wouldn't mind on every job that we do, follow up with the update of the project, description, where we are, filling this on our reporting program software, and actually he has taken so much of my time and he's
Mm.
doing this flawlessly, naturally, because that is his world dynamics. This is where he is. He is very detailed, and the way he structures everything and reference each video, each picture is
Yeah.
like it's like the SOP you would write down, standard operating procedure in your business. So thanks to him, I realized like he's got this ability to do that, and he's doing this better than me. So I let him do that because every time when we have to go back to the same project, we can very clearly navigate through all of these notes and clearly find out where we are and what we need to do. So, uh, Lee, you're the guy. Thank you so much. You're absolutely brilliant at this, and I'm so happy that you're part of my team. So this is one of my businesses. This is the electrical business, and Lee is making this so much more efficient. Lee, you're brilliant. Thank you for that, and I hope that we can continue and grow both the business, professionally ourselves, and personally as well. So
So
that would be the example I would like to share. I'd like to share with you.
on a basic level, so what does that actually mean for your business when you've got a member of staff that's not only doing their original job role very well, but they're actually now doing another job role that they enjoy doing, and there's clearly a good energy about it. What sort of difference do you think that's made to your business, Greg?
Well, so that's free up some of my time
Yeah,
because and these are the small little chunks. So by him giving an update for the whole project, I now don't have to do that. I now don't have to travel because asking them for a video and asking them for a picture. So essentially, the communication with the team is much more efficient because A, I'm not doing it. Two, the person on site is doing it. Three, the all of the communications update is already available on our reporting system and within a group chat, and everyone knows it really well. So I free up my time. There is someone is doing this better than me, and they are actually doing it constantly on every project. So
yeah.
consistency, freeing up the time, and everyone is happy.
And would you say that your business is 1% better for it?
My business is definitely 1 or 2% better. And if we applied the same, principle to everything we do,
Yeah,
that's what it is. And I wouldn't find out that Lee is actually really good at it until I would, ask him to do this. Sometimes we don't think, like James, like your driver. Sometimes we don't think that some of our team could be good at doing something else.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. And don't assume that your team are already doing what they're really good at. You might, some people are quite talented at lots and lots of things, but it's
Yes.
their unique ability that we're really looking for. Because if their unique ability can take some of that time off of you as the business owner, that's what gives you the leverage for you to do more of what you love and less of what you don't. And I think that and I think that moves on to another little bit of leverage, actually, Greg, where you can actually, maybe that member of staff could be full-time systems and processes and less of what they were employed to do originally. And then perhaps there's someone that you could bring into the business that could do that part of that job better than that person could do. You see how it suddenly has this domino effect, this building leverage. And then now we've got a 2%, now we've got another 2%, then we find another 2%. That starts to really add up, that compounds up massively. And it's not just the day-to-day, the technical, it's also the flow, the energy of that person. They're going to be glowing, they're going to be happier, they're going to be telling their partner how great work is and how they made a difference. And that makes them more positive, more confident, and that flows into their family, their children, their friends. And that compound effect makes the whole environment better, because remember, we started with environment before anything. So what an amazing link of events that did, just by finding that unique ability in that person.
So, James, if we could just summarize and also ask the audience, because we've got great people in the, in the room with us online. Sorry, not in the room with us, but online with us, and we've got Wojtek with us as well. Wojtek, check. So, thanks, man. We love you.
Hello.
And what sort of challenges you have as an entrepreneur in your business? Could you share this with us, please? So we can just help you, and we will take that time to summarize what we've just what we've given you during this live interview. Live podcast. So first one is finding your unique ability.
Yep.
Second one is the right people, the who, not how.
Yep.
And the third one is leveraging your time. Is any one of you who's watching this live are leveraging on any one of those three golden nuggets?
Any questions or advice on how you can find out, what people's unique abilities are? How do you talk to staff? How do you get the best out of people? Is understanding what makes them tick. So, I mean, we gave great advice, Greg, where all entrepreneurs should get to know their staff, get to know their management team and the people around them, and learn what the wealth dynamics are. That would be one of the first things I would do. So any comments below, any questions anybody wants to ask? Perhaps they've got difficult staff that they don't really know what to do with. How do we get, and I'll give you an example of that. I had a couple of drivers when we had our logistics business that were very unproductive, very grumpy, not great to be around. And it was just, and I could imagine that at the collections, they were pretty grumpy and moaning about their jobs as well. So what I did is I brought them into the office, and instead of thinking, how do I get you out of the business? How can I sack you as quickly as possible? It's our job to find out what they, what makes them tick and what they love doing. So what I did is I spun it around into a, I need your help. Hello, Mr. Driver, I need your help. And I would talk about the mechanics of business, the profit and loss. So they got an understanding of how they can help me grow the business, that can ultimately grow the business so there can be more profits, and perhaps there could even be some pay rises and some perks for them. So I spun it around and I asked them about how they could help me create better productivity. And do you know what? That giving them the power, asking them their advice on the business, a guy sitting up straight going, well, no one's ever asked me before. Well, perhaps if I did this area, or I didn't do this, or I did that, that would increase my productivity. And then I could feel like I'm more engaged and I can add to the business. And that's how I did it. I got them to give me the solution to the problem. So that's what I did. So any comments below? Anybody thinking about that? Or perhaps tell us if you think you are in the wrong job role and how you can approach the boss. I'd love to know in the comments below.
But actually, what we would like to do as well is, on top of that, is we are doing this for you as well. So for everyone who's watching this, and if you would like us to cover anything specific next week, please let us know, because we are happy to be influenced by you and what you would like us to cover on the next future episodes. We're happy to do that for you. There's something that holds you and prevents you from being successful, just let us know. We'll be more than happy to help you break through and really achieve that success.
Yeah, absolutely. But ultimately, it's from a soulful synergy environment. It's all about understanding who we are. We trusting ourselves, loving ourselves, being in the right environment. Because once we start, thinking about our problems from our heart, that's what me and Greg are here for. We're here to help you with the soulful synergies of running a business, or indeed any other subjects you want to talk about.
And it's true. It's true. Obviously, please don't think that you're there on your own. You have to run this, this journey all by yourself. You're not. Perhaps you're not joining the right networking events. You're not surrounded by the right people. If for the moment you're thinking you're on your own in your business and you've got all these problems and you just don't know where to start, there are great groups available all over the country. You might not know because you're not looking for it. This is something that you should do. Take this homework, and find out what are the networking professional groups around you that can take your business to the next level.
Absolutely,
And
Greg. Absolutely.
there's there's something I'd like to share with you is me and James, well, apart from this live podcast, we running businesses, but we are also sharing our wisdom and knowledge out there on networking events. And James, would you like to share the event that you're running and where it is and what is it?
Oh, awesome. Yeah. So I run an event called the Great North Pin. It's a property event up in the Northeast. We basically cover the area from Leeds all the way up to Scotland. And it's a fantastic in the room event where people that are new to property, new to business, or indeed experienced people or service providers, builders, architects, property investors, property entrepreneurs. We want a real mix of people in the room where we basically talk about property. We have two speakers and we really focus on getting knowledge into the room. We focus on community and support. And there's also a little bit of mindset in there as well. So again, that's leverage again, isn't it? You're not on your own in business. You don't need to be having to struggle on your own. You can be around yourself, surround yourself with like-minded people, and you can really start to grow as a business. So that's my networking event, the Great North Pin. It's second Tuesday of every month. I'd love to meet you and to discuss anything you want to talk about. And obviously, I've got my coaching business as well, where I can help you with mindset, help you with property, help you with business. So, and I would, Greg, I thoroughly recommend everybody having a coach. It doesn't matter who you are. Having someone to discuss your problems with and to help you on your journey is very, very important. I've got a coach as well as coaching others.
Well, James, thank you. That's really great. So this is why we do this. So I co-host events with Jakub Gajewski, and these are the next level events. We run these events in London, and this is what we are bringing people in the room to educate them, inspire them, help them, and network them. So we're actually the days are so busy and it's all packed. We put you through all the motions to make sure that you are successful. You've networked with everyone in the room where possible by doing a business speed dating. And we're just using the tools, we're just using the energy in the room to really help you excel and get to the next level. And what we do is we talk about business, investing, personal growth, professional growth. We invite speakers to come and help you really motivate, inspire, and find this inner energy so you can go out there and absolutely smash it. This is
Yeah,
what we do. And
yeah,
it's happening 3 times a year at the moment. It's a 2-day event. But we are looking for ways to bring this even more often to you and maybe in a more accessible way. So we're looking for for a hybrid events where you can join us from the comfort of your own sofa and just follow us on the Next Level Instagram, and we'll be more than happy to catch up with you. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments.
Yeah, and I've got to say that that particular event, Greg, really hit the nail on the head when it comes to making sure that we are in the right environment. We're around like-minded people. We're around people that just say yes and that are quite happy doing things out of their comfort zone. And I've got to admit, even the speed networking that you did, of course, no, it can be quite uncomfortable meeting people for the first time, strangers, and then sort of getting into telling them what you're all about and what you do. But what a great way of quickly networking, connecting with like-minded people, or indeed people that love doing the things you don't. It's a really, really good opportunity to find the who's. So I've got to say, your event was amazing. You had fantastic people. You and me were like glowing. It's our environment. We love being around successful entrepreneurs, people that say yes and not no. So fantastic event. Can't wait for the next one. And of course, you can come and meet Greg. You can jump on us like we did with Simon Zicci. We literally jumped on him, didn't we, when we saw him? But yeah, great event, great energy.
Absolutely, 100%. But where are we taking this now? So if you have any questions and you would like to come and join us, I'm actually going to be doing something I've never done before. I will be opening a live session here in Bristol. If you're local, or if you'd like to come and meet with me, I will set up in about 3-4 weeks' time a round table, about 4-5 people, just a really small environment. We can talk about anything. We can talk about business, about personal, and we'll have a coffee together. And if you'd like to come and join me, please send me a direct message, and we can take this to the next level together.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, obviously, you've got my one up in the Great North once a month. You can come and see me, but we're actually going to start doing something a little bit more. I like my golf, so we're going to have like a golf and entrepreneur sort of afternoon where we're going to talk about our environment. We're going to talk about mindset, and we're going to talk about setting impossible goals. So that's what I'm going to be up to as well.
Perfect.
Awesome. Have we got any questions or comments or anything somebody wants to sort of ask us?
And please leave them below. And what it is, we'll try to come back to all of your comments, and we will get back to you. DM us if you have any burning questions, and or if you have problems, just reach out to us. James, we will be concluding this episode, and we would like to absolutely thank you for being an amazing audience, for your support, for your help, for your comments, for your likes, for your loves, for your hearts, for everything. So, James, any final words?
Final words would be: look, be grateful to be alive. Start your day with anticipation and end your day with gratitude. This is an amazing time to be alive. This is a wonderful, abundant universe that we want. So embrace life, love each other, love yourself, and enjoy your week. Speak to you again next week.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Thank you again. Thank you for watching. Have a great weekend, and see you there next week. Take care. Love you guys.